Let me paint you a picture here. Number 1 Gainesville Red Elephants, defending state champs, hosting number 8 Flowery Branch, Week 11. Deshaun Watson, the number 1 quarterback in the country, number 14 recruited overall, committed to Clemson. The spotlight is going to be on him in this annual rivalry that seemingly always comes down to the final regular season game to decide who will take home the region title. Last year it was Flowery Branch. They've got a pretty good quarterback as well, Jackson McDonald, the other number 4, undeclared but a few offers of his own. But in truth, you will not see a game like this anywhere in the state of Georgia, a game with so much firepower on offense and yet so much intensity on defense. One thing we all knew about this game coming in, points were going to be put up on the board, and that board would be getting lit up all night long. That should give you a pretty good idea about just how big this game really is. Both teams playing for that top spot in the state playoffs, and it's the first visit at City Park for Flowery Branch since the infamous 2009 semifinals matchup where the Red Elephants won a thriller to advance to the title game in the Dome. All that being said, this one would get started with some fireworks by Flowery Branch. Keep your eye on this young man, Jeremiah Goss, right out of the box, down the far side, 26-yard haul, dragged down, but FB has opened shop and ready to get down to business. Things aren't always as they appear. Bad snap eludes McDonald. This is what we like to refer to as a jaw dropper. Such poise, uses all 53 yards east and west, goes north-south for the final 30 ticks. Jackson McDonald and Falcons strike first, 6-0 after the 2-point try falters. But now Watson finds Jay Godlock, one of his favorite targets, nets 30 to 40 yards on this play, finally shoved out inside the red zone. Red Elephants knocking, but they don't wait for you to open the door, they just force their way in. Watson to Godlock just like that, 7-6 Gainesville after both teams opening drives. Someone has to make a play on defense, and it's J.D. Sosby. Rips it free from McDonald, recovered deep in Flowery Branch territory by Jack Comiskey. That gives Gainesville the opportunity for a little breathing room, and Watson makes it look so easy. 14-6 Red Elephants pad the lead, still in the first. Watson to Chasten Newman, reservations for 6. Had to go 38 yards for it, 6 catches, $113, 2 scores for Newman. 21-6, it appears Big Red has this one in cruise control, but you give Flowery Branch an inch, they'll take a mile. Taking over after a fumble, McDonald to Cameron Davis, back at the end zone, that's a touch. Trickeration here by Flowery Branch. Justin Thompson to the sweep to the right side, polishes it off with a successful 2-point conversion. 21-14 in the second quarter, and it's a game again, but here we go again. Watson, a game-high 201 rushing yards. This is the bulk of that load here. 56 yards before finally being brought down, and now it's up to the Falcons D to make a big play, and they will answer the call. Jeremy James in the end zone shows that Deshaun Watson is a human being after all, but you know what they say about karma. Whatever goes around comes around, and this one would be a dagger for Flowery Branch. Devin Stringer, the perfect example of the pick six, 22 yards. Gainesville doubles up FB 28-14. Still before the half, though. Man, you've got to be kidding me. Stopping this guy is tougher than nailing Jello to the wall. Sheds a number of tackles before the Superman dive, and of course the pose at the end. Signature moment for Deshaun Watson, 35-14 Red Elephants into the break. Third quarter, Watson, special moment here. Chasten Newman throws his hands up at midfield. Watson connects, and the state's all-time passing leader eclipses 12,000 career yards on the 64-yard TD. Very elite number we may never see again. 42-14 Gainesville, but don't expect Flowery Branch to go in the dying cockroach position. McDonald matching Watson play for play, hits Cameron Davis again, 35 yards, and McDonald does the rest. Calls his own number, cuts the lead in half. 42-21, and the offensive clinic continues. Over 1,100 yards would be had in this one, and more of it to come from Watson. Accounts for 446 yards of his own and 6 total touchdowns. Scrambles for another 30 or so here, but he's looking to add to his 12,000 career yards, may even reach 13 when he gets in the playoffs. Orrin Ragland, nice sidestep to get in. It's now 49-21 and getting late. McDonald finished 23 of 31 for 254 and 2 touchdowns. This toss to Alencio Graham. Falcons are not waving the white flag by any means. McDonald then, his third rushing touchdown to polish off the drive. 2-point conversion will make it 49-29. The game is still in the third quarter, but we go back to Watson, the human highlight reel, over and over again, riding a gravy train on biscuit wheels. It's just silly. Would have had the touchdown here at the end of the run when he flips in the end zone, but he actually stepped out inside the 10. 51 more yards of his 201 leads to a field goal, makes it 52-29. Back to the Branch. Remember Jeremiah Goss? He's back. He's got speed and he's got moves. Closed with 2 scores, a $192 on the ground. Solid night for him. McDonald then connects again with Cameron Davis. 9 catches, 113, 2 scores for him. Unfortunately, this drive stalls. Fourth quarter we go. Gainesville gets Michael Bird in the mix. Solid run up the gut. And then Watson to Godlock, a popular number inside the 5, leads to another 3-pointer. Red Elephants go on to win 55-45 in a game with over 1,000 yards and 100 points. Gainesville takes the region title and #1 seed for the state playoffs.